Hey, I just shared it out. Oopsie, sorry. You probably just got a notification. Oh no, you came home with a cold. Aw. I hate that. Yeah. Sorry, Grace. Give me just 1 second, guys. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. I have all platforms going this morning. So, and I'm still trying to hook everything up. So I am here. If you see me move out of screen, I'm just trying to get everything situated this morning. If y'all know, I've been on vacation, so catching back up after vacation is always crazy. Yeah. You're welcome. I was gonna do it outside this morning, and my husband was like, it's a little chilly outside. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go in here and I'm gonna do it in here in my normal with my normal background and all the things. So I said, we're just gonna do it this way. Make it a little easier this morning to get everything together. Sorry, apologize for Facebook, YouTube. I kind of covered the screen for a second. So welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Like, love, share, do all the things. I didn't add a board this morning, and now I don't know if I can. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe so. Hold on. June week 1. There we go. Okay, let's see. It's telling me over here. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to. I always have such a hard time with all this. Let's delete that one because I think I'm going to do this one. Use. Okay, wait. Huh. Well, it didn't. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know why it's not showing that. Well, I don't know how to remove that one. Yeah, I'm not worried about that right now because it's telling me am I showing up for your list of viewers? No, you are not. Good morning, Jen. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. I'm just trying to get everything situated. I do exercises. Okay, Grace, thank you. So if you're just joining in, first off, thanks for being here with me. No, I do not lock my lives. Shell, good morning. Oh my gosh, I've missed you so much. We do not lock our lives. So if that's what you're expecting, see your way out, please. I do exercises. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. We will get started here in just a few minutes. I'm trying to get everything set up. I have been on vacation, so all of the people that really do follow me all the time, they know the hassle. Grace. Did you decide to move over there? I'm still trying to figure out why it won't let me. I don't know why it's not showing you. There we go. There we go. There we go. It only allows one board at a time over there. So, oh, okay. Yeah, no. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Stay wherever you feel most comfortable is what I say. So welcome in. It looks like we have somebody over here on YouTube this morning. So thanks for being here. Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Mindful Movements. I think I have everything ready and set up. I have my papers ready because today is Thursday. We've had kind of an off week because I was on vacation. And so I've done some pre-recorded so y'all could see the warm-up and the 2 exercises from the week. And I had said that we will go over the core exercises and the stretches today. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go over the warm-up exercises and we're going to put those in a little circuit. So it's going to be a moving. We're not going to take any breaks during those. So if you've watched any of the lives that have come up this week, it would give you the examples of what we're doing. So we're going to do the little warm up. If you have any questions as we move into those, please feel free to ask. Do not hesitate to ask. There's no wrong questions. Then we'll move into the 2 exercises from the week, and we're going to add those into our warm-up. So it'll be our warm-up and then our exercises because we have gone over those this week. My lives have shown those. And then I will show the 2 core exercises. The 2 core exercises this week are a single leg wiper and a tabletop kickback. So these are going to be 2 good exercises to add into our week. And then our cool down stretches this week are a seated side reach, seated twist. So you're just going to twist your body left to right. A figure 4 cross stretch, which we've done before. And then we'll do a cross body shoulder stretch. Those are going to be the ones that we do this week. I actually need to mark those. That one, this one, and this one. So we have 2 seated reach stretches, and then we have one on the floor. It's seated, but it's on the floor. And then we also have the crossbody shoulder stretch, which we can do while we're sitting down as well. All right, I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to move back. If you have any questions, remember, feel free to ask. And we will get this show on the road. All righty. Fix my shorts. I know I'm really close to the screen trying to fix my shorts this morning, but it'll be all right. Okay. So remember, we're going to do this into a full round, and we're going to do this for 10s. We're going to do this for the numbers of 10. Remember, tomorrow being Friday, our 2 exercises that we did this week, we will make those into like a combo exercise. So it will become that sumo squat to that shoulder press. So we'll do those as a combination move. Can everybody hear me okay? If you will, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me well. I just want to make sure that you can hear me and see me and all the wonderful things as we keep moving forward. I'm going to turn my volume up everywhere. Thank you, Grace, for telling me. Shell, thanks for there. If anybody is joining in on Facebook or YouTube, please let me know that you can hear me. Looks like I have a couple people in there. So we're going to move back. So we're going to start with the warm-up. Remember, we're going to do 10 of everything. And all I'm going to do is take the time to switch between. Oh, thank you. Is that you, Shell? Oh, my gosh. Girl, I love you. Dana, Good morning. Okay, so we're going to do that forward and backward step, remember? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, because we can do this touching a wall. So if you are having any issues with your body or your legs, always make sure you're standing near something stable. You can do this nice and slow. You can do this fast, however you want to, and build as you go. So if you're a starter and you need to be touching the wall for that step, so you're going to step forward, tap that ankle right here, okay? And that's your hold. And then you're going to step back and hold. See, you're going to try to do this without holding anything or touching anything. You're working on that balance, that stability. But if you need that, you can always put your finger here. I'm barely touching the wall here. Okay? So I'm going forward, out, back, out. Remember, you have to switch sides too. So we're going to do 10 to this side, 3, and back, 4, and back, 5, and back, 6. Bring that leg up so you're only on one leg. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now you're going to switch sides. Okay, so this side is a little bit harder for me. So I stepped forward with my right foot first. My left foot first. So now I'm going to start with my right foot. I'm going to step forward, tap, step back, tap, forward, and back, forward. You see I'm going heel to toe, then I'm going toe to heel. This one is a little harder for me because my left ankle doesn't like to do it at all. 6, 6, 7, 7. I am touching the wall here. You can see that my hand's on the wall as I do this because my body does not, my legs do not like this one at all. But I'm not giving up. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it the best way that I can and making it work. One more. And there. There we go. So whenever you're doing this, I'm going to show you from the front. So when you step up, you tap. Tap your heel, tap your ankle, tap your shin area, whatever is best. However you feel most comfortable. See how I just did that? It just is not. You want to be on that one foot when you do this, okay? And if it makes you feel more comfortable, put your arms out, touch the wall, whatever feels best for you. So we did 10 of those. Now we're going to do a step tap. So we're going to do side to side. Step, 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 step. 3, 3. I have a little bit of a squat going on in there. You don't have to do that, but I feel like it helps me move a little more. Remember, share this out. 6, 7, and you want to hold it. You see how I'm stopping there for a second? I'm not doing this real fast. 9, one more, and 10. You want to let your body get into that move and then hold for a second. Okay? Just like that. All right. The next one is your side. It's that reach, the stretch. So we're just going to take our body and we're just going to go 1. I like to swing my arm around. See how I'm doing that? 2. This does more than you think. It's a nice little stretch, but you get those arms moving, get those arms nice and tired and warmed up. 5. 6. 6. Remember, the next one is our hinge. 8. I'm going to step back. 9. Oh, just feel that stretch when you do it. Oh my gosh, how great it feels. Last one. And you see that I'm not moving my hips. I'm just shifting my upper body when I do this. You're going to feel this in your obliques as you do it. I'm going to kind of turn this way so you see it. I'm just here. My hips move just a tiny bit, but I'm not like shifting my hips over, okay? So my hips are staying in place and I'm stretching as far as my upper body will take me. And if it doesn't go very far, remember, it's okay. If you're just starting, if you're extremely tight in any of your areas of your core or your torso, you may not be able to stretch over as much as you would if you were a little bit more relaxed. All right, we're going to do that hip hinge sweep. Remember, your butt goes out. You're going to hinge, sweep those arms down. You can grab your toes and I like to go above my head. You don't necessarily have to go above your head, but I like it. I'm going to turn this way so you can see a little bit more and sweep them hands down. 4, 5. Remember, when you put those hands above your head, your heart's going to pump just a little bit harder. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, I have soft knees. Don't lock those knees out when you do this. The last one is that shoulder roll with that arm reach. You may already be breathing a little bit hard. If you are, it's okay. And if you need to rest at any time. Make sure that you're listening to your body, guys. It is okay to take a break. All right, so we're going to do those shoulder roll. We're going to roll back, drop those arms, and these are coming up above our head. 1, 2. Okay, every time I want you to roll those shoulders and feel those shoulder blades squeeze together, up and down. Roll, up and down. Roll. This should be 5. Remember to share this out. Let someone know that I'm here. I'm just giving you some nice little exercises to get you started. If you're working with injuries, if you've recovered from an injury and you're just kind of having a little hard time getting ready, I just did that twice. Sorry, guys. Having a little trouble getting started again. Your injury is better. You're feeling better, but you're just a little nervous to move. It's okay. We all get there. It happens. If you've been through an injury and you were able to just jump right back up and go, you let me know in the comments. Let me know that you just jump right back into it. I think there's always a little hesitation after you have some kind of injury. You're always afraid that you're going to hurt it again, right? So you're very timid about what you do when you get doing it. So it's okay to slow down and start, okay? It is definitely okay. All right. Grace, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you out because I want to make sure that you're listening and looking at this, and let me know if you have any issues with it, okay? I didn't mean call you out, but I know that you and I have talked in the background a little bit. You had some questions about these, so let me know if these look good for you, and if the explanation helps. Because what I'm going to do, you were asking about doing it to a chair or a bed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my bench, and I'm going to use my bench as my chair. Okay. So Grace was asking yesterday if you can do this from a chair. Absolutely. You can. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand with your feet wider than hip width apart. Okay. So here's hip width apart for me. I'm going to go out. Okay. Out. I'm going to turn my toes a little, point them away from you. My toes are pointed out at an angle, so I'm a little more triangled, okay? So I'm here. This is a little more than your sumo squat. And I'm going down. See, my knees are right with my toes. And then I'm going up. Down and up. You're going to feel this on your inner thighs when you do this. Down. Shell, this is what you were asking about the other day too. It's been a little while, but I told you I was going to get to it. Down and up. You don't have to move those hands. You can keep them by your side. You can move them down however you want to. Your back stays in line. You just go down into that seated position and then right back up. Okay, down and up. Nice and controlled as you do this and up. I think this is 8. We got 1 more, 2 more, 9 and 10. Okay, right there, just like that. And then, of course, we have our shoulder press. I'm going to come up. Ow, shoot. I don't normally forget. I've been remembering, Shell. Oh, yay. That's good. That's good. All right. So then we're going to go to the shoulder press. Now, I've been showing the shoulder press standing, but you can do the shoulder press from a seated position. And I want to show you this because if for any reason you have trouble with your back or your core is not strong yet, you may want to do this from a seated position. So we're going to take our weights. My feet now are hip width apart. Okay, now when we combine this tomorrow, your feet are going to be out like this. So they're going to be hip width apart because we're going to combine this, and this is going to become a sumo squat with a shoulder press together. So I'm going to go ahead and put my feet in my angle. My knees are out, so my legs are a little further than hip width apart right now. All right, so you want to engage your core. See how my back is straight? My back is straight. My tummy is a little snug, so that means you just kind of like hold your breath just a little and tighten that stomach. You can feel your abs engage whenever you do this. You don't want to be to where you can't speak. That means you're holding your breath. You don't want to do that. You want to be nice and relaxed and comfortable. And then when you engage your core, it makes your posture come up. It makes you get back in line. It makes your body straight. So then we're going to add our weight. See, my weight is shoulder width apart, like I'm at shoulder height right now. Both my weights are. And I'm going to push it, go all the way to the top. And I like to click my weights. So if you're holding the weight, click those weights and then come right back down. You want to do this nice and controlled though. Don't want to let them sling down. You don't want them just like this. You want to go nice and slow up and nice and slow down. Okay. Here's 4. Right back down. 5. Now, if you feel your back arch like this, or you want to do this to do anything, make sure you drop that weight and you readjust. Okay. You want your back nice and straight as you do this. You're going straight up and then right back down. And if you have any issues with your shoulders or anything like that, remember, it's okay. You don't have to go all the way up. If you feel anything, stop, 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 stop. Okay? If you feel any pain of any sort, stop. And then you can readjust and try it again. But if it doesn't get better, make sure that you stop it all together until you speak with a professional. You might want to go to the doctor. If you go to the doctor, check with them before you start anything else. Because I always highly recommend that you reach out to your healthcare provider before you start any kind of fitness or nutrition program. It's very important to know your body. All right, so we're going to finish these out. Here's 6. My core is engaged. My back is straight. 7. Nice and controlled. 8. 9, and 10. Okay, so that was our exercises for this week. Now, our core exercises for the week, I'm gonna have to move my bench over here. All right, slide that out of the way. You can always use a regular chair too for those shoulder presses. So as you do the shoulder press, if you want to have something behind your back to help you keep your back straight, just until you get a little bit more comfortable with it, you can always lean up against a chair and have the chair back against your back. And that'll kind of help give you something to hold on to or something to put your back against to help focus on keeping your back straight. All right, so our core exercises are that single leg wiper. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lay down on our back and we're going to slowly move one leg from side to side. Now, when we do this, though, we're going to kind of twist our body across as we do it. So, and then we're going to repeat on the other side. We're going to do one leg at a time, and then we're going to roll over, go to tabletop position, and then we're going to do those kickbacks. So here we go. We're going to go down to the wiper. Remember, we're doing 10 of these. So if you're doing this with me, if you have any questions, since this is the first time that we've seen this one, ask away. Okay, I like to put my hands out to my side. You see my hands are out here. You can put them down here, whatever is most comfortable. If you need to put them under your hips, you see how I just rotated my hip? So my hand kind of pushes my hips up. My butt comes down. My back is a little more straight. My core is engaged. Okay? If you're okay with doing this without your hands, you can put your hands out to your side. Okay? I'm going to drop one leg. Other one comes out. Okay? I'm going to twist over just like this. My hip is coming off the floor. You're going to feel a nice little stretch in your glute when you do this, like right here in the side. And then over, you may feel this up in a little bit of your back. And then you're coming right back over, just like this. You need to make sure I'm far enough away I don't hit the wall. Over and down. 2, 3, 4. Remember, if you feel your back come up when you do this, you can also go further down like this. Okay. This is a little bit more similar to the scissors that we were doing the other day. 8, 9, and 10. And you can also do this as a double leg. I'm going to show here. So if you want to do this with 2 legs, see both my legs are here and they're bent, because that's what you're doing. You want to rotate just a little. Okay. See that rotation I got going on there? But you want your back to stay on the floor. You don't want your back to come off the floor. You want to be able to control that. So that's a double leg option. You can do this with double leg, straight legs. But we're going to focus on straight leg here. 2. My opposite hip stays on the floor. 3, 4, 5. Let me know if you're doing this. If you have any questions. 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember that back needs to stay on the floor. And 10. Just like that. Okay, we're going to tabletop position, and we're going to do those kickbacks. Let's see, I need to be this way. So for the kickback, it's similar to the bird dog that we've done before. We're just going to focus just on those legs. We're not moving those arms, okay? All right, so weight on whichever leg you don't want to use. And then you're kicking just like this. 2, 3. I'm keeping my knee bent. You can go straight if you want to. Just like this. I like to use my bent knee because I get a good hip rotation in there as I come up. 7, 8. Remember, when you're doing these, you don't want to arch your back. You don't want your back to do this. You want your back to stay straight. You're only using that lower body to do this. You're only using those legs. Just like this. 2, 3. See, my leg is staying bent. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like I said, you can always do these as a full kickback if you want to. I like doing it from my knee. You can kick out just like this. That engages that whole leg. So you can do those both ways. All right, our stretches. Whew, man, who's feeling that this morning? Boy, I am. All right, so we're going to do, let's see if I'm still on the screen. Oh, good. Let's do this. So this is going to be similar to the warm-up that we did, and we're just going to reach over. This is going to be a stretch rather than doing full motion. I think I'm going to stand up to do it because you can do this from standing. So it's the same thing that we were doing on the warm-up. This one, you're just doing it as a full stretch, okay? Here. And then you're doing here. Give it a nice little stretch. Take a breath. Stretch a little more. And feel it. Okay? The next one is the seated twist. I should have just pulled it over here. Okay, so for a seated twist, your feet are on the floor. I'm just going to take my hand. So I have one behind me, and then I have one in front of me. I'm pulling against this leg. We've done the seated twist before. It's a torso twist where we sit on the floor, and we cross our leg over, and we do that. This is another option. Just in case you can't get to the floor to do it, you can always cross that leg over and use that leg just like this. See how I'm pulling on my knee? If you can't get way down here, you can do from your knee. You just want to get a little bit of a twist in there. So I'll cross my leg, show you on this side. Pushing against that knee. If you cannot push against that knee, it's okay. Just grab something on the other side of you. We want to make sure that you keep your posture up. You see my back is straight back here as I twist. Hold. All right. And then, of course, we have that figure 4 stretch. I'm going to do this from a chair today to show you this one. So you bring that leg in, and you're just going to lean over. You're going to feel this on the leg that is bent. If that's too much pressure on your leg, bend that foot. Bring that foot in like this, and you're just leaning over. I'm still in that figure 4 right here. See? I'm just bending that knee a little bit and leaning over. You're going to feel this in this side over here all the way up. Wow. All the way up. Woo-wee. Other side, we're going to bring that leg up. I'm going to bend that knee and I'm going to lean over. Now, with me, I have an issue with this leg because of my ankle. So I crossed my leg over, but I pushed my ankle a little further over. I don't know what just showed up on my TikTok screen. So bend that knee if you want to. You can keep it straight if you want to, like this, okay? You're going to feel it a little bit more if you do bring that leg up, and then just lean over. I still, even though I had to make my adjustment with my ankle, I still feel it in the same place. Still feel it in the same place. Okay, I feel it up in my back a little bit, and I feel it stretch down that glute and down that side of my leg. Woo, it feels good. All right. And then the last one is that crossbody shoulder stretch. Since we are doing the shoulder press this week, I wanted to make sure that we threw in a shoulder stretch. So you're just crossing over. I like to kind of like figure four my arm, if you want to call it that. Kind of grab my arm inside my elbow. See how I just bent my elbow around there, and then pull just a tiny bit. You don't have to pull hard. Just make sure that you get a little bit, you feel a little bit of that stretch in there. That's all it is. And then you're going to switch sides. Here, elbow, bend, and pull. That's all you have to do. That is it. Good morning, everybody, and welcome in. Thanks for being here. I have a few people in everywhere, so thanks for hanging out with me today. It's first day back from vacation, so whew. All right. So we went over our warm-up, we went over our 2 exercises, and we went over our core. If you have any questions about those, feel free to ask, because we are about to repeat it and go through everything without stopping. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. I'll give you a second. There was a little conversation going on over here, so I'm going to go back to my screen really quick and just check it. Y'all got all kinds of. You're funny. Let's see who else is in here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love squats too. Shell, all of them, all kinds of them. Oh, okay. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome in. Whew. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We're fixing to do a full round. So, Grace, if you're in here, are you ready? Shell, if you're doing this with me. Sorry, I turned away from the screen because I just spilled water down my shirt. All right. Okay, we're going to do 10 of everything. Remember, if you cannot make 10, rest. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with stopping. You are at your own pace in your own time. There's no one. My screen is crooked. Hold on. I just noticed my screen was a little crooked right there. I think that should be better. Now, we're going to go straight from our warm-up to our 2 exercises to our core. We're going to do the full round together. Because remember, I want you to be familiar with this, because tomorrow the squat and the press become one exercise. All right, so we're going to do our forward and backwards pause. So forward, pause, back, pause. Remember, we have to do 10 to each side. It's a little harder than you would think. 6. Oh, see, I didn't get to pause there. My body said, nope. And you can go to your ankle, you can go to your shin, you can go to your knee, wherever you want to go. Work on that balance. That's very important as we age. I think that was 10. Now we're going to switch sides. So now I have to go forward this leg and back with this leg. I'm going to have to turn sideways, I think. Yep. Let's do that. Okay, since I'm having to use this leg, my left leg is going backwards first. It takes me a minute. I'm just using the wall for balance. My finger is there. I'm not really even leaning on it. Whoo-wee. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold on, one more. And 10. Woo! Wow. Man, those hurt. I'm going to say, yes, they hurt, but I know I've already spoken with my doctor. I can't hurt it. There's nothing that I can do to hurt this. So just go ahead and know that. I do talk to my doctor quite frequently. So now we're going to do the side step tap. See that? 2, 3. Get you a nice little rhythm going. 4, 5, 6. You can do this. You can move your hands. 7, 8. Remember, we're holding for a second. See how I'm stopping? You want to put all the weight on that one leg. And 10. All right, now we're going to do that stretch, reach. Let me step back a little bit. So we're going to go over and swing it down. 2, 3. Remember, you don't want to swish your hips. You just want to keep your hips in place as much as you can. Go over as far as you can. 6. Remember, those hands are going above your head. Your heart's going to start pumping a little bit more. If you have trouble with these, you can always stop and take a breath. It's okay. Make sure that you're breathing. If you feel any kind of dizziness or shortness of breath, please stop. Take a breath. And one more. Remember, we're counting double because we have to do each side, right? Okay, the next one is that hip hinge sweep over. So remember, I like to start here and sweep down. 2, keep those legs nice and relaxed. 3, and hinging down. My back is staying straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. And then we're going to the shoulder rolls with that upright reach. Overhead reach. Roll back, arms up, and come back down. Roll back. Because what you're doing when you're coming down, your shoulders are rolling back forward. Roll back, up, and down. Roll back, up, and down. Roll back. Excuse me. Roll back. Roll back. My back is staying nice and straight. Roll back, up. Last one. Roll back. And there we go. Now we're going straight into our exercise. So we're doing that sumo squat. I point my toes out. My feet are wide apart. Okay, just like this. And my toes are pointed out. So your knees should be in the same direction as your toes. You're going to go down and up. Let me scoot back so I don't fall. Down and up. 3, 4, 5. Keep your pressure in your whole foot. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going straight into that shoulder press. Whoops. If you don't have weights, remember you can use water bottles. Back straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going straight to the floor from here. And 10. We're going to do those wipers. Going to the floor. Okay. One leg at a time. Drop both legs. Lift one up, over, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to do the other side. So we've got to even it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And remember, you can always do this with bent knees. If you want to try double knees, you could do it this way. Here and here. Okay? That's another option. We're going to tabletop. 10 of these, each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to the other leg. 1. I'm bringing my knee in. You don't have to do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. See, only my hip is moving. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Any questions about those? When you're doing those, when you're on that tabletop and you're doing those kickbacks, focus on your core, staying engaged. You don't want your back to arch. You don't want your back to curve. You want to keep your back nice and in line as you do that. So we're going to go into our stretches. So for this one, we're just doing that reach. This one's the stretch. Hold. Remember to breathe. And then down. Other side. Hold. Breathe. And then down. Okay. And then we're going to do our seated stuff. Okay. Remember the seated twist. You can cross that leg over. You can even cross your legs like this if you would rather. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing this. My back is still straight and I'm twisting my torso the same way. Okay. So what I did, though, pay attention, because I crossed my feet at the bottom instead of crossing up here. Okay, I crossed my feet at the bottom. I'm going to push against that knee and turn. Now, so when I go to the other side, I want to do the same thing. I'm going to cross over with the opposite knee. That way I know this is the way I turn. Just like this. Okay, you're just turning that torso. You can put as much or as little pressure on there as you want to. And relax. Okay. The next one is that figure 4. Remember, you can do straight leg, figure 4 here, lean over. You're going to feel this in your back. Okay. I bend my knee. That way I get a little bit more. And then I fold over. I'm going to feel this in that leg that is bent. The leg that's bent right here. I feel that in the leg, back there in the glute. Whoo-wee. A little bit into my lower back, not much, just a little. So we're going to switch. Bring it in. You're going to lean over. You feel this all right here, right there. Ooh-wee. Hold, breathe. Make sure that you're breathing. And rest. Last but not least is going to be that shoulder stretch. So you're pulling over. Remember, you're getting your elbow there, curving up. Your arm is in your elbow. That's really all you need to do. The tighter you pull that elbow, the more it's going to stretch. Make sure you're always keeping your back straight. Cross over, arm into my elbow, and then pull in. You pull in, it's going to pull. I feel this actually in both of my shoulders. I feel it in the one that I'm pulling on, and then I feel it in the one that's crossed over as well in a different place. So the one that's crossed over like this, the one that's bent up, I feel it a little bit in my shoulder blades. And then down. So you're going to feel it here in this part of your arm, in the straight arm. Okay. And then you're going to feel it a little bit in your shoulder blades in the arm that is bent up like this, because you're doing that movement and you're kind of moving that shoulder blade to help pull you in. Whew. How does everybody feel this morning? If you did it with me, send me a thumbs up. If you're glad that it's done, say woo-hoo. Let me know if you're doing this with me. Let me know how you're feeling with it. Looks like we have a few people everywhere this morning. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being with us today. Let's see. Okay. Good morning, everybody. That's okay. Rest is okay. This is at your speed, nobody else's. Nobody. You go at your speed, Grace. That's okay. Remember, listen to your body, though. Don't overdo it. If you went through it once now, you can do this 3 times. And if you want to split it up, you could split it up throughout your day. If you wanted to do it once now, because that's what we did, was we just went through the full thing one time. I was explaining it the first round, but the second round, we did it all. We followed it all through the whole thing. So if you want to do all 3 of those now, that's totally fine. If you want to split it up throughout the day, you could do one now, you could do one after lunch, and you could do one after your supper time. That's totally okay too. So find your happy place with that. Figure out what is going to work with you and listen to your body. Push your body a little bit, but also listen to it, especially if you have those physical limitations or anything like that. We need to listen to our body, because when we deal with those things, we don't want to make it worse. We want to make it better. We want to make ourselves feel good. We don't want to be regretting it later on today because we overdid it. And that's what happens when you deal with chronic pain and you deal with physical limitations is if you overdo it, and we know when we overdo it. So pay attention to your body. Remember that this is your journey, but you don't have to do it alone. So you can always check us out. I'm here Monday through Friday, most of the time. I'm usually here Monday through Friday. I'm getting back into the roll of things. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the combo. Remember, it's going to be that sumo squat to that shoulder press. So I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya. I'm closing out on okay. I don't know why it does that. All right. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. See y'all. Thanks, Rockin', for jumping in this morning. I hope you feel better. Shale, thanks for hanging out over here. I'll see y'all later.